What's going on, all of you fantastic freelancers? My name is William, and in today's video we are going to be going over a huge data mined leak by the fantastic guys over at Anthem Archive. Special shout out to JLP1528 and Fort for this info. So it was revealed in a recent data mine leak by these guys that there are going to be 9 strongholds in total at some point in time, and there are going to be new creatures and possibly some new weapons coming soon to Anthem, if not within the year. As you can see from the screenshot, we have Dungeon 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9. Where Dungeons 2, 6, and 8 are remains to be seen, but who really cares? There are 9 file folders that indicate new strongholds coming. Upon further inspection, TOS appears to be folder number 7, 3 is TM, and 1 is HOR, so one of them will be the Sunken. Now, while the folders may not have too much in and of themselves about the strongholds such as enemies, weapons, mechanics, any 3D modeling or rendering, we do have some new information about the creatures that will be coming to Anthem. In our next screenshot, we have a few other creatures that will be coming to Anthem. We have a heavy ice, a wildlife ice golem, a Dominion commander, a Scar shotgunner, and a wildlife weaponized? I don't know. Now, let's go down the list. The heavy ice, I genuinely don't know what it is without any kind of indications. However, what I do know is the wildlife ice golem and what that means going forward. I know for a long time a lot of us have been wanting a new Titan variant. Aside from the one that, just shoots a beam from its chest, makes the fire waves, and summons little fire elementals. It's been long suspected, even before the launch of the game, that we would be getting these at some point in time, and it looks like we may have an answer to it. In Anthem internals by the dev team, Titans are referred to as golems. So by the looks of it, an ice golem would in turn be an ice or a frost titan. Now, what kind of movesets we could expect probably would be the same animations from our regular titan. Some sort of frost chest beams, some sort of frost waves, and frost elementals spawning, and I don't know, the frost tracking bursts. The point is, we will be getting a Frost Titan fairly soon, but do you all think that we'll have new animations for him? I don't even think it's going to have different moves, I just think it's going to be a different element type for the same animations, maybe a few tweaks, but maybe the same movesets. Next up, we have a Dominion Commander, which I don't even know what he would use. Maybe he would use one of the 3 or 4 new weapons that will be coming at some point that I think are themed after the Sunken. Now, if the rumors are to be believed, the Sunken is going to be a Dominion stronghold, and it would make sense for those 4 weapons that we covered in a previous video to make their appearance during that time, or to release alongside the Sunken. So maybe we could see a Dominion version of the Colossus roaming around with that huge cannon that will be specifically designed for the Colossus. Nothing says commanding like a javelin, so I'm fairly certain that the commander for the Dominion will be a javelin of some sort. Obviously, it won't be a storm because the Valkyries already have that covered. I really don't think it would be a ranger or an interceptor just because, especially with the interceptors being more of a Corvus thing. Next up, we have the Scar shotgunner, which its name kind of says it all. I know we already have a shotgunner class in the game with the Outlaws, and yeah, they're some of the most annoying enemies in the game, but I think a Scar shotgunner would be pretty neat as an addition to the already growing Scar ranks. What makes me so pleased about seeing the new Scar and Dominion files here is that they plan on adding more and more variants as we go further and further into the story, and further as the game progresses. Fingers crossed that we will see a dozen some odd enemy types within each faction in the game at some point, but who knows. And next up, we have the wildlife weaponized. The first thing that comes to mind when I see weaponized wildlife is the brutes for the Dominion. I mean, they are, granted, alchemy beasts that are outfitted with weaponry and augmented and so on and so forth, but what faction would weaponize a wildlife? I mean, maybe the Scars, but I sincerely doubt that given the lore and the characteristics behind the Scars. They are essentially an eternal army that can't end. One dies, its soul goes back to the hive, and then it is reborn into a new carcass flesh machine thing. It could be possible that it is a new Dominion reinforcement, but I really doubt that, seeing as the Dominion already has their own alchemy beasts and things that they can augment and use for their own purposes. We're also getting a new commander type for the Dominion, so I don't think it would be a Dominion variant. And Outlaws, no. They're not smart enough to outfit wildlife with weaponry, and even if they were, no. No. So maybe this is just code name for the Chimera. I really and truly doubt that, but the Chimera seems to be popping up a lot, especially as I'm reading through the Cortex entries, getting ready to make the lore series for the channel. Chimeras are mentioned pretty damn often, and it would be cool to see them at some point in time, but I really don't think a wildlife weaponized file name exactly describes a Chimera. At least the Golem for the Titan is, well, a Golem for the Titan, that's the internal name for it. The Chimera, being what it is, I think it would have a more specialized name inside of the internals for BioWare and Anthem's team. However, JLP1528 did make a interesting note that is called the Wildlife Ox Weaponized. Is that a codename for Koroks, or is it just an ox with a weapon attached to it? Who knows? We'll see soon. Also, it looks like we are getting a crap ton of new wildlife into the game eventually. As you can see in the screenshot, we have a whole folder file list of animals, such as badger, brute, dark rabbit, dark wolf, deep stalker, flying space raptor, space ox, and vault eater. Whether or not these will be more wolven or grabbit-like, it remains to be seen. But the badger, odds are, will be pretty friendly. The brute, I can't imagine any creature being codenamed Brute being too friendly. Maybe this is a Brute before it's augmented by the Dominion? Who knows. Dark Rabbit? I mean, come on. Rabbit? Maybe a more vicious Grabbit? Larger Grabbits, evil Grabbits. I don't know, it's long been teased that the Anthem of Creation can do anything, so a larger, more murderous, dangerous Grabbit isn't unheard of. Dark Wolf possibly refers to a new version of the Wolven, or a brand new wolf variant all in of itself. The Deep Stalker beats the hell out of me. The Flying Space Raptor, that doesn't sound scary at all. The Space Ox, once again, could be a Koroks or an Ox, and then the Vault Eater, possibly a new cave enemy. I don't know, but these give me a lot of hope for the expanded wildlife of Anthem. Last but not least, we have the new sniper rifle, or possible new sniper rifle. It's called the Exo Sniper Rifle, and at the time of making this video, it was kind of being discussed in the data mining Discord whether or not that is a new weapon or an old weapon, or who knows. My personal thoughts are it will be a new sniper rifle of some sort. Especially with us getting 4 new Dominion-themed weapons, it wouldn't be unheard of to get a new sniper rifle. Especially with the Devastator being the most prominent option in the game right now, we could use a new sniper rifle variant. But there you have it, my fantastic freelancer friends, a whole slew of data mine goodies just for us. Special thanks again to the Anthem Archive guys for giving us this information, especially when the Anthem team has been kind of silent the last couple weeks. Fingers crossed that will change Tuesday with the big April update, but who knows? I know I've been saying that a lot this video, but really, everything's up in the air with Anthem right now. With any luck, we'll be getting some 3D models of these files sometime soon, courtesy of the Anthem Archive guys. And if you enjoy this kind of content, this data mining, news, information, so on and so forth about your game Anthem, then please feel free to leave a like on this video and subscribe, as it really does help me out more than you guys can imagine. And if you never want to miss a video and stay up to date on all things about your game Anthem, then be sure to click that little notification bell as well. A special and monumental thank you, as always, to my fantastic patrons and channel members for their generous donations and support of the channel. Especially during these difficult times with Anthem and the viewership of the channel declining, I really do appreciate all of these donations. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I cannot thank you all enough. I hope all of you fantastic freelancers have a phenomenal day and a great Easter, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next video very soon. And remember, freelancers, we are strong alone, but we are stronger together.